Here we go. This is going to be a fun one here. So I want to start with Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together to those who love God and to those who are all called according to his purpose. I think I messed it up. I'm going to try again. And we know that all things work together for those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. All right. We got the ice bucket. Little polar plunge action today. Ice baths. Usually I do not record myself taking a bath, but today is going to be a little bit different. I'm about to put y'all on here. If you didn't know, your local Burger King is selling 8-pound bags of ice for 99 cents a piece. I will say when you go into Burger King, try to prepare. You know, you got to maybe brighten that person's day, or try to, when you ask for 8 bags of ice, because that's not something they normally do. But today I got a gentleman that he was stoked on it. It was almost like a change of scenery for him, so he was all about it. It was really cool. Able to bring that energy straight over here into the video. Saw someone pay it forward in the register, and they were from completely different backgrounds, and they met in line about 2 minutes ago. So I'm bringing that into the video too. A lot of good vibes here. If you remember, about this time last year, ice baths, they were the hit craze. You saw them everywhere on your Instagram feed and all that. And you know, don't sleep on the ice bath. It's been a year, so I got one right as they came out, of course. You know, it's the ad that I got tired of seeing, so I had to sign up for it. I had previously taken ice baths in the past just by wakeboarding in the winter. I could immediately feel a difference in my body and in my recovery after being cold. There was some benefits to a hot tub immediately after riding. It was one of the incentives I would use towards the end of the day. Maybe if somebody was trying a new trick, I would remind them, hey, you know, if you land this, you got a hot tub waiting on you. I don't remember who it was, but I remember them saying, well, what happens if I don't land it? I said, well, there's still a hot tub afterwards. But this cold plunge, I've really enjoyed them for helping with inflammation. You know, lactic acid fermentation is a process. Basically, your muscles, when they work and work hard, they create lactic acid. I don't have all the science behind it, but I've heard somebody that knows about it. But ice baths to me have a lot of different aspects to it, and I'm not going to try to stall this bath, but tips: always have the water level less than what you think. Just always go like a foot less than what you think. That way all of the hard work and ice that went into this bath doesn't pour out all over the floor. So keep that in mind. But ice baths to me have really started to help with the recovery, but also it helps with perspective, because I'm gonna keep this on, but perspective, because if I'm gonna go ahead and do the hard thing now, then the rest of the day feels a little bit easier. You know, the hardest thing you do is the hardest thing that you do. Pro tip: may want to spray for mosquitoes around the tub, because when you get in here, you don't have any line of defense from the mosquitoes or bugs around you. So, pro tip there. But this is a very shocking and tough process to do. And I'm not trying to do this for a, oh, look at me. I want this to be like a, oh, look at you. Like, give this a shot on your source day. You know, let's say that you do physical activity 2 days in a row. On that third day, don't lay around. And if you get to the end of the day and you realize that you've laid around, I encourage you to give an ice bath a try. And you don't have to go super extreme 7 bags on the first go, but to me, this is like setting up the camera for skateboarding. It's like, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong when you're on the camera. Shout out to anybody who has lasted this long in the video. If you're wondering when I'm gonna get out, more than likely it's gonna be until this ice melts. So if you want to just pause the video now, that'd be cool. But I'm just gonna keep it rolling. You know, what am I looking for putting myself in an ice bath, driving across town to get 7 bags of ice for $7? I'm looking for an awakening in your spirit and what you want to focus on and what you choose to focus on. And I want it to be positive. And these videos are me just putting something good out there, whether you listen for 30 seconds or the whole time. I just want it to be uplifting. I had a video this week that wasn't so uplifting, but I think there was a good message behind it. But it's completely okay if you tune these videos out, if you just like press play and then you just focus on you. That's really what I want this to be, is a time where you look at the video and you're like, oh man, that's 15 minutes. Don't look at it like I'm trying to take your time for 15 minutes. Look at it like you have 15 minutes to just focus on you and whatever you want to think about. And if any of my thoughts stimulate that in your life, that's all I'm hoping for. I think I'm about 10 minutes away from the ice melting. So it might be a good time to dive into what the Word has done in my life and what I've been able to see lately. Taking the time to initially get in the Word and read your Bible. It's the refreshing avenue that you want. You don't want to hop in an ice bath, I promise. Just like dive into your Bible, whether that be for a verse, or you just dip your toe in, or you go full plunge and read a chapter to your neck. That's up to you, but I just pray that God works on your heart and, you know, even just tells you what that means. Mosquito. And softens your heart to see the blessings and to get chills, to feel excitement. I think all of those things are good, and I want those for you. And if you haven't signed up for the skateboard event August 23rd, let's get it. Skate the state. This is a weird way to take a lunch break, but I appreciate it. One thing that was spoken over my life that I think has helped and goes back to the beer cave video. I'm at Bear Cave. Every time that you say no to the world, you say yes to God, and just like try to have as many of those times possible during the day, especially if you need a refresher. You want to feel refreshed. Just try your best to say yes to what God has for you in your life and less to what Colby wants. It's a daily struggle, and you'll hear a lot of people talk about it. But ice baths, what I'm looking for at the end of this, I'm looking for, a refreshing rejuvenation of my muscles, the ones that have felt a little trauma. The ice knows where I hurt better than I do, so if I just make sure I put my whole bit. I got a comment on the last video, and that person, I hope they comment on this one and say, you should have put your head under there. It needs the most healing. Maybe I'll do that. I won't dip the mic, though. Cramp. Oh, cramp. Cramp in the abs. If you haven't bought one of these ice tubs yet, they make a 2.0 version that's an extender where you can stretch your legs. If you're going to pay full price for something, I recommend that you get that one. But if you're trying to catch a deal like Ollie's Bargain Outlet, not only does their name mean skateboarding in my life, but Ollie's, dude, they got this same tub for 40 bucks, and I couldn't even be mad about it. I can't be mad about it. So go grab you one. I'm going to take a minute to dry off. If anybody knows me, they know I forgot a towel, so that's my problem, not yours.